Okay, we're going. Pastor Robert The RNDiva, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. You see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert. I'm Pastor Robert.
And I am the RN Diva. Don't play with me.
How's it going, Diva?
It's going. Where you going, to the prom?
Well, you know, this is my uniform.
Oh, that's your uniform? That's what the pastors be wearing.
Some do. Everybody be casual now, but you know, it's first Sunday today.
Oh, first Sunday. Did the youth choir sing? You know,
Lord's Supper. We got communion. Lord's Supper.
Oh,
yeah. You know, so the Holy Sacrament.
Did y'all have real wine? Oh, y'all had grape juice.
Yeah.
Was it cran grape?
It's just regular.
I just wondering.
See, everybody, we're so glad that you're here with us. I tell you what,
go to church.
It's been a long time since you've been with us. It's been a long time since she has been to church, but there's hope anyway. We're so glad that you've joined us. Wherever you are right now, please share this right now. All 19,800 of you subscribers on YouTube, share this with 2 or 3 people. And all 5,000 of you that follow us on X, go ahead and share this, put this in the feed, get it in the algorithms. And all of you over there on Facebook, come on, share this with some folk right now. If people are not watching when we're taping this, actually WrestleMania 40 is going on right now. But nonetheless, I have it over there in the corner. So we're going to be out here after a little while. But there's a lot going on, so we want to jump right in. We're going to have some levity, some fun, but also, we've got some breaking news. There has been a cargo ship in New York City that has lost power. Yeah, I know. Isn't that something?
Why is this happening again?
I know you all know this happened in Baltimore last week, and it has not hit anything yet, but it is near one of the major bridges that it goes around or under. Here it is right here. Let me bring this to you right now. This is breaking news just in the last 30 minutes or so. And when I saw it, I said, oh, Lord, please, Lord, not another time, not another one. We are praying for those folks there in the Baltimore area. There it is right there. Let's pull it up. It says here, massive container. Come on, right now. Okay, there we go. Massive container ship loses power near New York City's Verrazano Bridge, days after the Baltimore Key Bridge disaster. Oh boy, here we go.
Are you going to try to convince me that this is a coincidence, a coinky dinky?
I think we're under some type of cyber attack. while all of a sudden these cargo ships, the power going out. You know, that's what happened with the Baltimore cargo ship, 1:30 in the morning. About 2 minutes before, the power went out twice. And thankfully now, in this Diva, thankfully, because they had about 2 minutes before it hit the bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, they were able to stop the traffic. They were cut. What happened? There was construction.
That was a blessing.
But
there were people working on the bridge.
Yeah, they were doing potholes, fixing potholes on the bridge. So they were able. So some cops were already out there, kind of blocking one of the lanes. So when they got the word that hey, block the traffic, that's why they ended up being a mass casualty event. But I just want to share this with you. This is Sunday evening when we're reading this. This is about 4:41 p.m. Eastern Time. It says here, just read the first paragraph. A massive container ship lost power in the waters around New York City and was brought to a rest near the Verrazano Narrows Bridge Friday night, less than 2 weeks after failure on another massive cargo vessel caused it to smash into Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge. So I don't think this is all coincidence, like you said. I think that we're into some type of cyber attack, and it's about to get crazy around here, don't you think?
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you think there's some Amazon packages on there that can't get to shore? Because I'm going to need to go out there and get them.
Yeah, you might be missing them.
Because, I mean, if it's a cargo ship and it's bringing things from overseas, I'm going to need to check.
You got some stuff from Timu? She. Not an endorsement, ladies and gentlemen. Not an endorsement.
It is not an endorsement, sir. Don't listen.
Let's go on to our first story here tonight. Diva, your friend, your pal, Tiffany Henyard, the Super Mayor.
The pooper.
That keeps on giving.
She is like a really bad abscess. She really is. She's just draining and oozing. Listen, I don't like her. She gives me ugly vibes. She's not a nice person. She is got her cronies running behind her. She is awful. So I'm hearing that the FBI are in town. Now, I haven't seen hide nor hair of that, but I'm hoping on everything that I know is holy that they are there and they are combing through her records. Literally.
Yeah.
Combing through her records. Now, listen, because I'm going to need you to do some research.
All right.
I was told that there is a person in her entourage. I'm thinking the guy that's handling the credit card. Somebody has a SA history, a DV history.
He's actually one of the inspectors for home inspectors or something. Yeah.
Okay. And he has a criminal record for
sexual assault of a minor.
Sexual assault on a minor.
Yes.
And this is what they're pushing. That's that agenda. He's in charge of something. He the one that's
around doing home inspections. She did not do a background check.
Well, hell, look at her.
Well, but she knew who he was because it was her buddy, but she didn't do the background check because she knew he would have been red flagged.
And nepotism at its finest, because she's got all kind of family members working for her. Listen, I met my new little sister at the salon, and her and I were talking. I was explaining to her that this woman is so disgustingly crooked.
Mm-hmm.
One of the security guards that's with her claimed 303 hours of overtime on his check.
Yeah, and that's something.
One of his checks for the month.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of hours. Yeah. Overtime. Time and a half. Yeah.
How many hours in a day are there?
24 hours in a day. 24 hours
303 hold on, stand by.
Yeah, let's see. 24 hours in a day times 7. That's 168 hours a week. Right? 168 hours a week.
They lying. Hey, Alicia. There's my sister. She joined us. Yay. Hey. That, Robert, this is my sister, Alicia.
Say hi, Alicia. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us here tonight.
Sis, we are talking about this 303-hour overtime. You lying sacks of shut your mouth. I hope she come tonight. I hope she come on tonight because I have some questions. I wanted to
Yeah.
know if she's gonna bedazzle her orange jumper. I wasn't sure. Like when they, lock her up, is she
Mhm.
gonna be able to, because she'd be dressing her behind off. I give credit where credit is due, even though
Well,
I
when you
don't
make
like her.
$300,000 a year,
$249,000.
you should look.
You should look the
She
part,
got her
and
teeth done.
she got her teeth done because she's right
Mhm.
here looking like Razor. Yeah, I'm coming for her now because she came for me initially. I
Mhm.
wasn't bothering that lady. I
That's right.
wasn't
Yeah, you
bothering
were.
that lady, but I'm finna bother her now because
Tell
I
us
got
about what
time today.
you got time today. Tell us about. We're going to show you a clip from WGN News the other night. I
Mhm.
was working on something, and the diva called me. Robert, turn right now. Go to Hannibal. They were having their
Yeah,
council
their
meeting,
town meeting.
the
Yes,
town meeting,
town
and
meeting.
all hell broke loose. That's the only
Little
word I
stank
can
heifer
say.
had them lock the door in a
Yeah,
public.
yeah. So we're gonna show this to you right now. This is a story from WGN News. You're prepared to be wowed.
In Dalton tonight starts late and ends early. The mayor herself described it as chaos.
And questions about her performance did not get answered. WGN's Jenna Barnes is live tonight from Dalton with the story. Jenna?
Yeah, Ray and Mikey, you summed it up pretty well there. The challenges tonight began even before the meeting started when members of the community were kept out of the building.
It's over. We are sick and tired of not being able to get into this building.
The regularly scheduled Dalton Board of Trustees meeting was supposed to start at 6:30. It didn't begin until just after 7:20. The members of the public that were allowed in walked through metal detectors and they were wanded. That's a departure from what we've seen in the past. The deputy police chief said the delay was because of what he called credible threats. Not everyone, though, was allowed inside. The chance of let us in coming from the outside often overpowered the people speaking. The outrage in this community stems from the ongoing scrutiny of Mayor Tiffany Henyard's handling of village finances, and more recently, accusations of sexual misconduct by a village trustee on a taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas. Tonight, some of the other trustees who were calling for an FBI investigation into the mayor's spending were planning to override her veto of the resolution calling for just that. But the meeting didn't even get that far. Those trustees who don't support the mayor moved to postpone the meeting because of all of the people who were stuck outside.
The meeting was adjourned because we have to have enough space. So we have to. The Open Meetings Act requires that that we have enough space for everybody to get in. Because of that, I feel we have a lot of outrage going on out there, and we want to be able to provide the space to people that they are looking for.
As you just saw, is chaos amongst our 4 trustees. They didn't come here to handle the business. They came here to do a political theater stunt, which you just saw. We didn't get through any business as it relates to a scheduled board meeting here in our village, which we're supposed to do. But yeah, everybody cry about meetings and we should have more. Why have more meetings when it's going to just be chaotic like this?
You could see there, even after the trustees left, the mayor continued with the meeting. And then the deputy police chief announced there was a safety issue and police began clearing the room, effectively ending the meeting. The trustees say the meeting will be held next Monday, a week from tonight, at the Park District, which is a larger venue, and it can hold more people. We're live in Dalton tonight. Jenna Barnes, WGN News.
Thank you, Jenna. And tonight, community members in Flossmoor voicing their concerns about the recent firing of their police chief, speaking at the village board meeting. 2 weeks ago, the board officially terminated Jarrell Jones's contract, Mayor Michelle Nelson breaking a 3-3 trustee vote. A week prior to that, Jones filed a...
Wow. Okay, Diva.
Yeah, she's a hot, funky mess. Listen.
You saw that live. You saw that
And
live.
yeah, I was sitting up in there live. I was on the live, and she was so bothered that everybody was like on her neck. And they should have been and then hearing in the meeting, there's several murders in the town that have not even been addressed. while they running off to Vegas, essaying somebody. I mean, I'm gonna make it make sense. She is. I don't want her to be called a black woman. Please don't. Please don't call her something else. Don't, because then that would include me. That would include my other girls. You know what I'm saying? And the women that really are amazing, in their skin. Black women, strong, in power. But that is a hot, funky, poopy mess. It is.
You know, I noticed she had on
Um,
orange, so maybe she's rehearsing for her orange jumpsuit.
Well, maybe. I want her to know that outfit she had on was boss, but that's not going to be when the FBI get with you, sis. They sizing you up right now to see what size you wear. So, she was such a bully.
Yeah,
She was such a bully. And she, first of all, she only gave you 3 minutes to speak. Then she cut it down to 2 minutes,
right.
and then had a cop standing next to the podium to cut the person off when they start when they go over time. This an intimidation tactic. All of them are bullies, and all of them should be dealt with accordingly. Like, I am not kidding you when I tell you I want them all to get the business. Every last one of them.
Well, here's what's going on now. Since that meeting, as you heard, one of the trustees was saying that they have to be able to accommodate the people, and they're going to be rescheduling the meeting for Monday night of this week. I guess that's the 8th of the 8th of April. But now they do have someone that the trustees have hired or contracted with or are getting counsel from. And this one, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Let's go ahead here, and now we're going to read this. This is from Fox 32. Tiffany Henyard controversy.
Oh,
looks to hire
no.
Lori Lightfoot to investigate
She worse
the mayor.
than Tiffany. She's worse than Tiffany.
So you know how that's going to turn out. Let's look at this.
Okay, so here we go. Here comes my word.
Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to investigate their mayor, Tiffany Henyard. The resolution states the trustees are moving to appoint Lightfoot as additional legislative counsel to look into allegations of financial issues. She will also look into accusations against a Dalton trustee accused of sexually assaulting another employee. That allegedly occurred during a village-sponsored trip to Las Vegas last year. Mayor Henyard, meanwhile, is accused of mismanaging funds and is facing multiple lawsuits. The Board of Trustees says it is proposing to appoint Lightfoot as additional legislative counsel because she is both a former mayor and a former federal prosecutor. Now, the board will vote on the resolution at a special village board meeting Monday night. If approved by the board, Lightfoot's law firm will charge $400 per hour for her services.
Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? $400 an hour.
They are bringing shit to the shit show. What in the entire hell? What they know this lady's track record. She's walking through the door charging $400 an hour. Come on, black folk. Come on, man.
For those of you who don't know, Lori Lightfoot, I call her Scissorhands. She is the haircut and the eyes. Obviously, Beetlejuice. Which one? Anyway,
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Thank
it's
you.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Lori Lightfoot is the most recent mayor of Chicago. Now, she's the first mayor since 1983 that did not get reelected for a second term. That's how bad she was. She had the unfortunate privilege of being the mayor during COVID, and she was breaking all the COVID rules and just doing all kind of stuff, getting that haircut done when all the salons were closed and just all kind of stuff. But she did not have a very good time and reputation there in Chicago, which is only 20 minutes up the road. So I don't know who. So I'm just gonna say because I know how we
this
feel.
lady in.
So
why would they? They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Oh, you know us. You know my cousin. She know Lori Lightfoot.
She'll give you a discount. Listen.
Nathan Wade was charging $250 an hour. Nathan Wade was charging $250 an hour in Fulton County. She's charging $400 an hour. So let's just say they have that meeting tomorrow night. 4 hours, that's $800 before that, plus the retainer she's already gotten, I'm sure. And I'm willing to bet, because she and Tiffany are of the same likeness and same spirit and same personality type, that she'll come in there and she'll make it look like she's doing something, but she'll wash it out. Now, the only good thing I can say is she is a lawyer. She is a very good lawyer. She ain't a good mayor. She is a good lawyer. So if she uses her legal skills, maybe. But see, the problem is going to be, if the FBI is already investigating, they're going to tell her hands off for she, wanted to blow the case, the investigation.
I'm hoping that's the case. You mean to tell me there wasn't a
I tell you how we do.
My cousin.
Or your cousin, girlfriend, brother, sister, uncle. That's his first cousin, second related, second removed.
34 times
Lori
removed.
Lightfoot.
I can't. The black people doing too much. Doing too much. And you're doing too much and showing your ass, because we're being watched.
Yeah. All over the world. I would have seen it if Tiffany had gotten Lori Lightfoot. That would have sounded like, okay, she's trying to get somebody to back her up. But for the trustees that's fighting Tiffany, she's going to wash it. She's going to wash it. She's going to leave it alone. She's going to come in there and get that money. Not going to do much of nothing. FBI's going to tell her, hey, don't go too much. And that's going to be it. It's going to be a waste of time and money.
And money.
Mm-hmm.
And those poor people in that town. I mean, there's only approximately 20,000 people in the city, in the little town, right? And you put these people in $3 million. Is it $3 million or $30 million?
$3 million, yeah.
$3 million of debt. They don't even have that much to outstanding bills. You put these people in $3 million debt?
In 3 years. In 3 years.
In 3 years.
Well, here's the good thing about it. Hey, we got Lou Blaine. Says,
that's
hi,
me.
Sid. Oh, that's me.
That's my mommy's name.
Oh, okay. Listen, the only good thing that can come out of this, if there's something good that can come out of this, is that her term is almost up in Dalton.
Yeah, but look what she did.
So 4-year term, so they would be fools to reelect her. Now, if they reelect her, wait. But there may be some shenanigans with the count. She's smooth, she's smooth. But if they're only the election shenanigans with the voting, when I'm assuming they're going to vote her out and get somebody else in. So at least there can't be any more damage done once.
But we're hoping it's House. Everybody's trying to hope. I think it's House.
What's that?
The guy, the trustee, his name.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody's hoping that he will run. Listen, here's the thing. She dismantled the HR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
She dismantled the HR because that way that person would have been able to keep tabs on her foolishness and her bringing all her family members in and this, that, and the third. Okay, but I'm not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do with Lacey? This, what do you call them? Wannabe cops? This
yeah. Well,
he's a rent-a-cop.
Yeah.
He around there and he looked like he's about 9 months pregnant, and he should just go ahead and start pushing. At this point, he is not respected, and they need to remove him and all of his cronies right behind him. Now, there is one white guy on there who actually knows the law, but he can't do very much by himself because he's a minority.
Mm-hmm.
They need to put him in charge.
Yeah,
turn all that around.
But here's the thing. Big picture. A lot of people, a lot of white men now are afraid of saying anything against the strong, powerful black woman in leadership.
Right.
Lest they be called a racist and misogynistic.
Right.
So what happens is they just kind of sitting back like, okay, hey, listen, all right, burn the whole thing down.
Yeah, y'all burn your own stuff down, right? And that's exactly what they're doing. Mm-hmm. She built that ice rink that can't be used unless she's having a function.
Right.
You narcissistic idiot. She's
And then
disgusting. I'm
tell them
sorry
about
to
what
bring
happened on
another
Easter.
black woman down like that, but she deserves it.
Tell them what happened on Easter, Diva.
On Easter, there was a
Community something, right?
a resident that was at, there was an Easter egg hunt they had at the park, at one of their parks or whatever. And this woman does not like Tiffany. So, I mean, it's not a surprise. But she was with her grandson and her adult son, and they had been there all day.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, here comes Lacey and his dupes, and they're telling her she has
That's
to
the police
leave.
chief, right? Okay.
Because she made a threat to the super mayor, the stupid mayor. She made a threat to her. See that little play on words? You got to work with me. You got to go with me.
I like that.
So they decided to kick her out of a public event.
Mm-hmm.
She was not causing any trouble. She was not causing a ruckus. And if you could hear that child screaming, because he didn't know what was going to happen with all these cops surrounding his father and his grandmother. That alone should be punishable by law. She literally should be pushed in the dirt for that. Like, you know, when you was a kid on the playground, she should be pushed down in the dirt.
Yeah, don't be
because she is not a good person.
No.
That baby is scarred now. You already got little black children thinking the cops are the enemy.
Right.
The ops, these kids are saying these days, the ops. So why make it worse? I probably would not be so invested into this story, into the storyline, and in the situation that's going on there had she not come for me that day.
Right.
Because you know, we hadn't even, all we did was announce that we were going to have the next show. We were going to speak about these women, black women in power. And here she come in the comments with the effery, you know what I'm saying? And she called me a hoe. And I was, listen, sometimes I'm trying to do the right thing because he is a pastor. That one.
Thank you.
He a pastor. Because sometimes my mouth is so foul. But I'm gonna behave because my new little sister on here, and I don't want to upset the pastor. Go ahead, Pastor. Him.
Below, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Put your comments down below about what you think about the Tiffany Henyard Dalton, the stupid mayor, not the super mayor, but the stupid mayor, Tiffany Henyard. And put your comments and let us know what you think about this, because this story is not going away. It's not going away. And stay tuned. For those of you who would like to be a part of our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group called Real Talk with the RN Diva, Pastor Robert. You can join that Facebook group for free. We post a lot of our stories and different things first there. And so you can go ahead and know what's going on, because we do keep up with this because it's, like I said, it's a story that keeps on giving. Also, if you'd like to get updates right up the top early, you can text updates to 813-285-4974 for text updates. Text 813-285-4974. Standard message rates may apply. That way, when we're getting ready to do release videos, whatever the case, you'll be the first ones to know. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. 813-285-4974. We'll be right back with our next story. And you better stay tuned, because this one is a doozy. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Real Talk with the RN Diva and Pastor Robert. This is Pastor Robert here. We're so glad that you're here with us for our next segment here. For those of you listening to us on your podcast, wherever you podcast, please be sure to give us a rating on Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, wherever it is. Give us a rating and get us up there so we can get in the algorithm a little bit more. We surely would appreciate that. We've got another story. You know, I started a series. We had 13 ladies, women that we were looking at that I started a series called
13 undesirables.
I'm going to put this on the screen here. Trouble in the Barnyard, Black Women in Leadership in America. And we actually have 13 women there. And here's the thing about it. Since we did that graphic, we have more. So we're up to 14 now.
Oh, Lord. They're trying to get into the club. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, we've got another one. And this one is we're going to zoom in now to the Metro Atlanta, Georgia area, of course. Yeah. Not Fulton County, not Cobb County, but right next door. It's in metropolitan Atlanta. Here we go. Here we have a story here. Another judge, another legal person. This is from Fox 5 Atlanta. Diva, you want to go ahead and read that?
Really? Of course. Hey, do you know what? This lady was on a show called Ready to Love. She was on it's a show on where they do like dating and they hook up and slob all over each other and all kind of foolishness. It's gross. Okay.
Like a reality show?
Yeah, it's a reality show. Scroll down for me, please.
Okay.
Douglas judge guilty of systemic incompetence. This lady, oh my gosh, a hearing panel recommended Douglas County Probate Court Judge Christina Peterson be removed from office. Listen, they moved swiftly on this. Why they can't do that to the little Douglasville, Georgia, she must go. That's the unanimous recommendation from a hearing panel investigating Douglas County Probate Judge Christina Peterson. The first-time judge has also been the subject of several Fox 5 I-team investigations since she took office in late 2020. The three-member panel for the Judicial Qualifications Commission decided Peterson is guilty of systemic incompetence. In other words, she's a dumbass because she ignored courthouse rules. Rules are there for a reason. Dummy. Abused courthouse personnel. Who's this sound like? Made inappropriate posts on social media and in repeated cases failed to do her job. The extraordinary decision to remove Peterson follows 4 separate hearings starting in September 2023, where Peterson had a chance to testify and confront her accusers. She faced 30 counts of misconduct. The one that troubled the panel the most involved Peterson's decision this is going to blow your mind, to jail a woman for simply trying to amend her marriage certificate to include the real name of her recently discovered father. Jail the woman for trying to make changes to her marriage certificate.
Wow. She's a
piece of work. Like, is there any more?
Let's see. Scroll down here. That's
look at there. That's the people she's. Oh, that's terrible. Boy, I tell you some evil. When PJ Skelton originally married, she listed her uncle as her father on the marriage certificate because he raised her. Years later, when she learned her birth father's name, she returned to amend the record. Instead, Judge Peterson failed to warn. Hit the expand button. Oh my God.
It's not expanded, but go ahead.
Anyway, PJ Skelton served 2 days of a 20-day jail sentence for contempt before her husband could pay a $500 fine. Unnecessary. Such a hasty and shockingly disproportionate reaction is the hallmark of Peterson's intemperance, wrote the panel. The report criticized Peterson's attempt at a neighborhood meeting to get her HOA to settle a lawsuit that now she outside of work acting a damn monkey. She wanted to file a lawsuit on them because she wanted them. Did you see the meeting when she was doing it? She was throwing her weight around. It was crazy.
No,
Even
I
though
didn't
she
see
knew
that.
the HOA was represented by an attorney already.
Wow.
Then she gets her butt up on the stand and cries. Peterson's attempts to avoid responsibility for these clear violations bordered on farcical, I love these words, severely eroding her credibility with the hearing panel, wrote panel members. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office complained Judge Peterson ignored their orders and held a wedding after hours. That was funny, allowing people inside without deputies present. You cannot do that.
That's not your house?
That's not your house. You cannot do that. I could see if you were letting them in over with the HOA at their clubhouse, but this is a building, a government building. This is going to blow your mind too. She once hit a panic button when a deputy was late to escort her to court, causing needless panic among security.
Wait, a panic button?
Yeah. There's a panic button in their chambers and under the desk in the courtroom.
Oh, okay.
And the report pointed out when county staff criticized her actions, it quickly triggers allegations of obstructionism or even racism.
But of course,
because
yeah, this is her Instagram. There's another one. I'm gonna see if I find it on here. Official Christina J. Okay, this is cool right here. This ain't bad. But there's another one where she was one of the Instagram girls.
This heifer put her Cash App on there.
Well, she sure did.
She said, if anyone feels like sharing their quarantine wealth, Cash App. See, what in the damn hell? Wow. One of Peterson's many social media posts, the hearing panel found objectionable. In this one, she asked the public for cash for birthday presents. These communications and actions reveal a judge who publicly vilifies colleagues, is quick to threaten them with unnecessary legal action, and generally projects a spiteful and vainglorious persona. These words are amazing.
Wonderful.
Peterson's main defense was her inexperience as a poor me, as she's calling, and I'm inexperienced. I'm new. She promised had been addressed through additional training, but the panel wasn't buying it. The report also cited multiple examples of failure to actually do her job, which needlessly delayed petitions before her office. The hearing panel said, excuse me, Peterson was guilty of systemic incompetence again, and judges are expected to act in a manner that promotes the integrity and impartiality of the judiciary. Respondent has shown that she cannot or will not do so, and so she must go. There it is.
Get her out of here. Get her out of there.
That's it.
Wow.
She has 20 business days to file a response and remains on the bench. In the meantime, I wouldn't do nothing in her courtroom. Her attorney, Lester Tate, he must be hungry for money, said, we disagree with the recommendation of removal and intend to go to the next level. You're going to lose. Peterson also faces opposition in next month's primary election. And earlier this year, her HOA began garnishing her judicial wages for the $43,000 judgment against her. I'm dead and I'm done. I'm dead and I'm done.
Ooh, wee, sister girl. She's something else. She really thinks that courthouse was hers. What she sound like?
What happens in these women's heads? What happens? Because I honestly don't. Why would you act a fool like that? These people, you have reached a level that you should act. One of us really secure professional Black women need to write a book on how to behave once you reach a certain level, and we should be able to knock the dog out of you if you out there acting a fool. We'll meet you.
Really
come on, somebody needs to be accountable. This is horrible, absolutely horrible. I'm not sure why that picture is frozen like that.
What picture is that?
You don't see that picture on the screen? Okay, maybe it's just me.
Yeah,
I that's horrible. Oh my God. Oh my
So
God. And people are
let's
looking
take
at
a
us.
look here. Let's take a look here, because now what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm always going to make sure that we give you the entire story. Let's go to her Instagram page right now. Shall we? She's running for re-election. You gonna lose. Vote early, April 29th to May 17th. Election day, May 21st, 2020. Oh, she's out of there. She's out of there.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Here it come. AIDS about to lose your job. By
Don't let the news.
Christina. Take
This is
your
what she
little wooden
posted 4 days
gavel with
ago.
you.
This is what she posted 4 days ago. Don't let the news give you the blues. Re-elect Christina J. Peterson. Wow. Wow. She's something else.
She's
Wait,
something else.
is that something? She's somebody's church. I'm
Yeah,
trying to find, because there was a picture of her on the beach. See, right there, that's inappropriate for a judge.
that's
Sorry.
inappropriate. That's
Okay.
inappropriate. You
Now,
got a little bit of money. You got a pair of red bottoms, which are overrated. You know, um, and now you're around here acting a whole fool. Hey,
with
Lance
Lance Gross.
Gross. Yes. Now, hey.
That was 15 weeks ago,
Hey.
though.
He can
That's with
fly.
somebody there. Looks familiar. But here's the thing. Listen, there's something, the courthouse, and she should know this better than any of us. The courthouse is a sacred place.
That's
It's
right.
treated like a church, like a
That's
sanctuary.
right.
Notice the
Mhm.
pews, and it's so, it's a reason for that, because there's a certain order that's supposed to go forward. That's
Right.
why they call them officers of the court. That's why they just can't approach the bench. They have to do. There's a certain protocol, and
Right.
she knows
There's a decorum.
a decorum. Yes, and for her to violate this, like her colleague Fannie
Fake
Willis.
Fanny Fonny.
Mm-hmm. As I heard, Christina King's fanny pack. Call her fanny pack. Yeah. See this. Now here's the thing. Let me show you something. There's
Oh, that
nothing
hat
wrong.
is dope. That hat is so dope. But
Yeah.
she's what that oh,
Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with her being fashionable. That's who she is. But
and
here's the
she's
thing.
beautiful.
She's a public figure.
Figure.
So now
Absolutely.
let's take a comparison. Ashley Merchant, who's the defense attorney in the Trump trial, that
Right.
was she has an Instagram, but guess what? Hers is private.
As it should be.
Right, because right.
But this one is just seeking attention.
Yeah. I'm
That's
told that
all
she
that
couldn't get a
is.
man on the show. Is that correct? They said she
She
couldn't.
they voted her off quick.
I can see that. I can see that.
They voted her off. She was real pretentious, you know.
Oh, look, her birthday. There's a birthday girl.
Wow.
Honey, you are a district court judge. The child just has to go.
Wow. So much for decorum.
The child just has to go. You don't have to be around here looking like Sissy Tyson, but
Now,
but still, there's a decorum in the way you carry yourself. But this is y'all to go to her Instagram. Look at that. Go, you go, girl. You go
them
now.
gams. Showing them gams.
Yeah, she.
Oh man,
But
that's sad.
It really is, because
That's sad. She got my glass.
Huh? What's that? I didn't hear you.
BBL in it. I didn't say anything.
Oh. That's it. That's the picture right there. I'm sorry. That's it right there. That's the one. That's the money shot. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if I saw that on Instagram and I get a ticket and I go to the courthouse and I walk in and
she's just an attention whore. She's an attention whore.
Like, that is all. Judge, please? But I'm not.
She's an attention whore.
Shonda, Diva, you know. I don't know, because I'm old line, all like that. Living for the Lord. But her dressing like that, posting on her Instagram, you know, Negroes in there for their little court hearing. Talking about, hey, Your Honor.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No one could. I wouldn't take her serious. I wouldn't take her serious. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I wouldn't take her serious. Like, I just saw you frolicking on the beach with your gams hanging out, lady. Like, everything ain't for everybody. I'm just gonna put that out there. And being a judge, you might have thought it looked good and the money looked good, but you don't have the personality, nor you don't have the intelligence for it. You don't. There's a way to carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have seen Judge Judy in a bikini.
Oh. But here's the thing. I just move the conversation along. Move along. That mental image, I don't want to think about. But you know, I was going to say, would she dress like that to go to church? But then again, she's in Atlanta, so that's
probably.
That's
probably
that applies there. But generally speaking, you know, but it's really sad because here again with my series here about Black women in leadership in America. Next week in our next podcast, we're going to be talking about the mayor of New Orleans. Woo, Lord have mercy. She is something else. You can go and look at her. She is just at all. She's in her, I think, her first term, but she's already been evicted out of her apartment. She's been accused of overspending money, charge it to the city, hotels, flights, upgrade the first class. Same thing.
Do they get together and say this is the game plan? They're all doing the same thing.
Right. And so then she also has her security. She had a security, one of the police officers that was a security for her. He not like Tiffany's on. Tiffany's been but $300 per pay period. But somehow, however the story goes, she ended up having an affair. Was accused of having an affair with the police officer who was her security. He's married and she was too.
Oops.
Matter of fact, what made it so bad is her husband, about 6 months after the scandal came out, her husband died. He was sick. He was on his sick bed while she was having an affair. It's just like,
oh, she going straight to West Hale. She going straight to West Hale.
Then they're like, she married her husband. Oh, Lord. So yeah, I mean, so what?
Oh, wow.
The point of the series that I'm doing, having us take a look at this, because some people say, well, why are you picking on Black women? No, I'm not picking on Black women, but I'm a Black man, and I was born to a Black woman. So hey, I think I have a say so. But the issue that worries me is because we see a pattern now. Let's go back. The Orange County Commissioner, Regina Hill, she was arrested. We did that story a few weeks ago.
Right.
She was arrested and, for defrauding a 96-year-old lady and getting the facelift with some of the money. It really was wasted money.
And she needed her money back. And there's a special place in hell for people who are running game on elderly.
Right.
And disabled children.
And so here she was as well, had her staff, her commission staff, doing personal errands for her and cleaning the woman's house and all this kind of stuff. Like, wait a second. Same thing. They think it's theirs. So I'm doing this so we can take a look to see there is a certain personality type that's being unveiled here between the Fannie Willis's, Tiffany Henyard, the Judge Christina Peterson, Mayor Cantrell in New Orleans, and you will go on and on. We have 13 more to go. There's a personality.
They literally sit around and text each other and say, okay, this is the next level. This is what we do. I'm telling you, that's what they do. They have to, because all of their behavior is the exact same.
Yeah.
They are a hot mess. And who takes them seriously?
No one. And unfortunately, what's going to happen, we are one heartbeat away from having a Black woman, well, half Black, whatever, but having a Black woman as our first, as a Black woman as president of the United States. If old Joe decided to go home to glory. But when you see the representation of a lot of these Black women in leadership around the country, that ain't making it look good for
no,
Carmelita.
sir. And it ain't.
And Carmelita doesn't have the best support anyway. Because y'all do remember when the Democratic primary, she dropped out before she that's how she didn't get 1%. she dropped out before the Democrat primary. Remember, she did the debate where she got Joe. She got Joe real good. You call him a racist and all that.
I remember that.
Good.
I remember that. I'm surprised they even on the same damn.
And then Tulsi Gabbard got her real good. Okay. And so then when Tulsi got her, that was it. They were like, okay, you just need to go ahead and right before the first primary. So she couldn't even get 1% of the vote of the Democrats. So how did it come turn out? She ended up being for the vice president? Oh my Lord. So she doesn't
it's all the stuff is appointed before we even get to the with the ballot. I might as well stay home and pop some popcorn. It's already decided.
Well, I mean, he picked her as his vice president running mate. But I'm told that Jill Biden did not want him to pick her because how she did him at that debate.
Man, go to hell, Jill. Go to hell.
Dr. Jill. So
Dr. Jill.
He did it because he said he was gonna pick a black woman. So there you go. So she didn't have the support of her party.
For optics. For optics.
Yeah.
Miss me with the BS. It's for optics.
They don't get along. I'm told they don't get along.
Well, she ain't got to worry about it. Jill will swing on Kamala before Kamala swing on Jill. Because Jill was in the trenches.
Carmelita don't get along.
Who?
Kamala.
Oh, Kamala.
Carmelita. I call Carmelita. They don't get along because Carmelita's now, she's like, hey, Joe, you need to go home and rest and give it up. But he don't want to. He does not want to give it up.
Wants that position. Do you?
Come on, Charlotte.
Stop it.
Come on. You that close and she wouldn't want it?
No.
Yeah, she wants it.
No.
Yeah, she wants it.
Oh,
he's risen up from prosecutor, attorney general of California, senator to vice president in no time. Yeah, she wants it.
Listen to me, sir. I'm telling you, that lady, she is, I haven't heard a peep out of this. Where has she been? Has she been anywhere?
They just keep her kind of, what I mean, that's most vice presidents. So I don't think it's her. Most vice presidents, they do all the ribbon cutting and the kissing babies and
No, kind of because when Obama was in there and he had Biden, they were bosom buddies and they were always together.
Yeah.
Optics.
Yeah. Optics. So, but I think my understanding is that they want Joe to give it up. Okay? But he doesn't want to give it up to her.
Oh.
So that's why he's holding on. That's what he's holding on. Now, y'all gonna get mad with me, but y'all got to remember
come and take him to glory. You better stop.
Y'all got to remember now. You're gonna get mad with me. Put your comments down below. But remember something: Joe Biden, his mentor was Robert Byrd, who was the Grand Dragon of the KKK. He did his eulogy. Strom Thurmond and all those, he was against it. That's why Kamala got it, because he was against integration of the buses. He went them all way back. Our words. And so and then of course the 94 crime bill, he helped write that we have black brothers and families are still reeling from that, getting put in jail for 25 years for a little bit of dope.
But we out here smoking weed. I mean, they out here smoking weed.
Yeah. And so, he's trying to do better. I'm gonna say he's trying to do better, but at his core, he wasn't. He also, go look it up, y'all. He also said he didn't want this is years ago. He didn't want his children going to school, a jungle. That's what they were talking about, integration. He didn't want his kids going to a school like a jungle. I mean, with the niggers. So he's getting older. He's trying to. He's kind of apologize for a lot of that stuff. But what's in you is in you. He doesn't want the black woman to be his successor. So he's trying to hold on. But here's the thing, and then we're going to go.
Holding on with his,
Suffering. The Rock said he's sorry. He said this weekend, he's sorry that he endorsed him. He said that this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But here's the thing.
He should run, because I just want to look at him.
What if we get off here, we go to WrestleMania, you can look at them all evening long. No. But anyway, listen, he does not want to have her to be his successor. But the rumor is that Gretchen Whitmer or Gavin Newsom are waiting in the wings to actually run in 2024. my sources from Roger Stone, who has been saying for 2 years, and Roger Stone, when it comes to politics, he's batting about 1,000. He says that Michelle Obama is going to be the one to run. Michelle and Gavin Newsom. Now, she's right now still saying no. But what they're going to do is by the time the Democrat National Convention comes, Joe's going to step down and they're going to go in the back room and she's going to be like, I don't want to do this. I hate it. But if I have to do it to save democracy and save the country, I'll do it. That's what
It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Okay.
It'll never happen.
All right. Just like you say, Kamala don't want to be president. Listen, she just waiting for him to fall down them steps. So you got to be careful. Even Trump has to be careful with who he picks because they were trying to get him to pick Nikki Haley. Okay, so he can get that wing of the Republican Party that doesn't like him, that like her. But Nikki Haley hates him. So he put her in, she going to be like, She going to
push him down the stairs. Gonna push him down in the dirt.
Right. So you got to be careful because
okay. I got a question.
Sure.
Why is everybody orange? Why? Remember when Donald Trump was orange? Why is Biden orange? Looking like a damn Oompa Loompa.
Is he orange? I thought he always looked very pale.
No, that brother was orange yesterday.
No,
I saw.
He
in that damn bronzer or whatever. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
That's what it is. In there getting a spray tan in the tanning bed. They got that stuff set up in there.
Oh yeah.
For the clears. Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, put the comments down below. We're going to continue this discussion in the comments. I want to know, number one, what you feel about Black women in leadership in America. Is it a pattern? Is it something going on? Is there more to it? Or is it just all coincidence? But so comment down below. We'll keep the discussion going in the comments. And since we kind of veered off into something else, do you think Kamala Harris wants to be the next president of the United States if President Biden resigns or retires?
No.
Do you think Michelle Obama will take the position?
No.
Okay, but let's talk about it in the comments.
Definitely. What about the other two you just mentioned?
Okay, Gretchen Whitmer and Gavin Newsom. Actually, Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan. He actually wanted her to be his vice president, but again, he said he was going to do somebody black. They always got to do something to try to pull the black vote. So, and he promised, that he was going to do that. So, anyway, we'll see. We'll see these next few months, but it's going to be very interesting. I don't think he's going to be the one running in November. I don't think he's going to be the one. I don't know who it's going to be, but I don't think it's going to be Kamala. Here's the thing. The issue is, if they bring Michelle Obama in or they bring Gavin Newsom in, what are they going to do with Kamala?
Kamala better take her behind back to where she was. What? They don't have to pick her, do they?
It's tradition that if the president steps down, the vice president automatically moves into that slot. If he retires before then, she'll become president. But as far as running for 2024, here's the thing. They do know that if she runs against Trump, she's not going to win.
Oh, yeah.
But if Michelle Obama runs against Trump,
yeah, that's a different scenario. Scenario.
She might wipe him up.
That's a different scenario.
Yeah. So
I literally think somebody wants to see, him get dealt with.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Intellectually, because he's
here's the thing:
a box of rocks.
If they overstep her, they got to give her something. They can't bring somebody in to run for president and just send her home.
Right.
They got to give her something. Supreme Court.
What, they gonna give her a booby prize? I mean,
Supreme Court consolation prize, I guess. They can't. It's got to be even. It's got to be an even deal swap, because to me, it's an insult. It's an insult to her that if you're even considering, I'm vice president for the last 3.5 years, and then you overstep me and bring somebody else in over me.
Oh, it's about to be some problems.
Yeah, I mean, what's she gonna do? She can't tear it up no worse than nobody every other president.
Period. 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 You're right.
Let her have a chance to tear it up.
My God, today.
You know, come on. So
listen, I don't do politics. I've never done politics. I think the most I've gotten into it has been with you, sitting here spewing this foolishness.
Well, I think Tiffany Henyard brought you into it more.
Tiffany Henyard could go straight to West Tail. Sick of that heifer. Wee. Like a cock. Listen, she.
Go ahead.
They look just alike, bro. And you had the audacity to put her near me on the flyer. What the?
Well, I mean, where is it at? Where's my little song at? Did it come on? Mm-mm. It didn't come on. Okay. I had a little theme song. But looked like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was at WrestleMania last night.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was looking for tips. All right, there we go. Tiffany Henyard and Lil Wayne, twins. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we've enjoyed you tonight. I'll tell you what, you got a lot to talk about in the comments. Don't forget tomorrow, if you're watching this live on Sunday, April 7th, tomorrow, look at this. There is going to be an eclipse. An eclipse tomorrow. Now, my understanding is that we will not be affected or anything like that here in Florida. But here it is here. There you go. But just in case something goes down and to keep you abreast of what's going on, tomorrow, Monday, April 8th, beginning at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, we're going live right here on X, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, right here on the RCTV Network and Real Talk with RNDiva and Pastor Robert. We're going to go live. So if anything goes down, we're going to be right here reporting it, letting you know what's going on and going to some of the different resources. So that's Monday, April 8th. That's tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Actually, the eclipse will start where it's going through Eagle Pass, Texas, and on up. Will be about 2:30, about 1:37 Central Time. So we'll be on for about an hour prior to, and the Diva's going to pop in some time and give her input. But that's tomorrow, April 8th at 1:30. Also,
when we were younger, they used to tell us to put a penny, like look at the penny and put it to cover it so you don't look directly at the sun. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was when your mama was the principal at the elementary school, and we standing outside in that hot ass sun, we're looking for some stupid eclipse. Can I go back inside, please?
Eclipse. We didn't do that. That sun was hot.
That sun was stupid.
And then I also want you all to show you something here. We're not going to deal with tonight because we're running out of time. I'm doing a documentary series, an investigative report, a catastrophe of confidence, the current state of the Church of God, Florida Cocoa office, an RCTV Network investigative report. The first part is already up on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and all the social media sites. It's about 7 to 8 minutes long. It's not long at all. What I'm doing is because there's a lot of potentially egregious malfeasance that's going on in that church organization, which I used to be a part of, born and raised in it. And there's a lot of questions, a lot of things being done. And so a lot of the ministers and pastors, they come to me, they contact Dr. Ellis, and they're afraid to speak up. So they come to me and, and like I said, we've been the one that's kind of been exposing things. Like, for instance, they sold the state office back in January. He told him,
and nobody knows.
He just told him after he sold it, but didn't tell him how much he sold it for.
Wow.
Until I let it out, $405,000 who he sold it to. But on the same day that it was sold to a Korean company called Win Plaza LLC, there was also a $250,000 mortgage taken out on the same property. Don't know. So that's $405,000. Then also, they moved the state office from Cocoa, Florida, to Leesburg, but they still have the P.O. box in Cocoa. So who's going to drive 91 miles one way from Leesburg to Cocoa to check the mail? They moved to Leesburg where the campground is. Now the campground has been, I'm giving you the 122nd version. The campground was bought for $1.2 million in 1991. Up in the Leesburg area, Lake County, Florida. They got a 30-year mortgage on that campground. Guess what? Do the math. You do math. It's 2024. Campground's still not paid for. 30-year mortgage since 1991 to 2021. So they've been paying on a 30-year mortgage 33 years. But nobody knows what the balance is. Nobody knows what the rate is. Nobody knows anything. But yet they're getting up saying, we want everybody to bring child raise money for the campground and commit it. Wait.
See why I don't go to church?
Financial reports are not being given. The same state office that's now sold last year had a $51,000 IRS lien on it for 5 years.
God, it just keeps getting worse.
He knew it, but he didn't tell anybody. But I was the one who exposed that. And after I exposed it, then he went ahead and raised the money and paid for it. But why did you let it sit for 5 years if not paying for it? Because nobody knew about it till I did. So that's kind of what we have going on. So the organization is 100 years old. They're 100 years old. They're celebrating the 100th state convention this June. And I sat there and I said the other day, 100 years, and what do you have to show for it? No school, no scholarships, no nothing. 100 years.
Church of God.
For what? So anyway, that's that
Church
story.
Of God?
Church of God. Florida. Florida. So listen, I'm doing that story. I want you to go to that. See down there where it says 813-285-4974. Text COC to that number there, 813-285-4974. And what will happen is each time a new segment or episode of the documentary is released, you'll be the first to know. Now, here's what I'm doing. I released the first one the other day, but from now on, I'm just going to release an excerpt. The entire video, each video will be behind a paywall at Patreon. And that way, you'll also be able to see everything, but also you'll be able to download the actual source documents that I'm presenting. Everything I'm doing is public record. So, you know, full disclosure. So, no problem. So, that'll be behind the paywall. So, go to that COC, the 813-285-4974, and you'll be getting part 2, which will be coming up real soon. Diva, how can we get a hold of you if you want to get in contact with you for your Ask the RN Diva segment or want to sow a love offering to you? How can we get a hold of you?
The best way to get any questions or anything you just want a topic for Ask the RN Diva, you could send it to TheRCTVNetworks at gmail.com. That's TheRNDiva@gmail.com. And if you'd like to donate to the cause, you could donate to my Cash App, which is a $sign RNDiva01. And my Venmo is at RNDiva01. Pastor Robert, how can we get in contact or donate to you?
Well, if you'd like to donate to me here at the RCTV Network, Cash App, $sign RCTVNetworks with an S. Also on PayPal and Venmo at the RCTV Network. If you have cryptocurrency, you can donate at Coinbase at Rob Carpenter II. Also, if you'd like to give it a smaller amount in a more unique way, you can go to buymeacoffee.com. Put that up there for you. Buymeacoffee.com / the RCTV Network. And you can buy us a cup of coffee for $5 or $10 or more than one. You can set up however you want to, and that helps support what we're doing. And we're excited about this is our 26th podcast, and we had a great didn't we have a good celebration for the 25th?
Indeed.
Yes.
What did you do what did you celebrate? Where did you go?
Mama, what's it called?
Mama Juana's.
Mama Juana's, yes.
Yes, we went to Mama Juana's to celebrate.
I'm about to show y'all what I got. I took a picture of it to show it to you.
And baby, when I tell you that every birthday that came out there, we was busting it down. They just kicked the music up. It was nice. I liked it. I liked it very much.
Yeah,
very much.
So
when we hit 50, this one's taking me out where I want to go.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
You heard me. I ain't stutter.
Did y'all hear that?
I slipped that right in, didn't I? And did.
But you gonna pick the place, huh?
Oh yes, sir.
Y'all better send that. She has very expensive taste, y'all. Very expensive taste. Listen, thank you so much for joining us here for another edition of the RCTV Network. I'm so excited. We have another podcast coming up later on this week. Join us tomorrow, April 8th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time for the solar eclipse. Ooh. Earthquake, solar eclipse. You know.
I tell you and these clears, boy, I tell you. Give a shout out to my girl, Alicia.
Thank you all, Alicia, for coming on and joining us.
Yes.
There she
my
is.
doll. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate you tonight there, sir, for your very, very in-depth commentary on the stupid mayor.
I love it. I love it.
I sure wish you come see me again. I got something in my arsenal for her. Yes, y'all, I was bullied, but I'm coming back strong.
You know what?
She said I was ugly.
Yeah, she sure did. I'm about to preach that. I was bullied, but I'm coming back strong. I'm about to preach that. Woo!
Bam. I was bullied.
I like that.
But this ain't what you want, son. Because once I come back, I'm going to put my foot all up in it. We finna get it.
And then I'm going to come behind you and pray for him. So.
And yes, somebody going to need to pray for him. Look at that. Look at God.
What a time. What a time. I've enjoyed this tonight, Diva. Until next time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
Until next time.
Thank you, Alicia. The show was great. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you, my doll. I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'm going to call you in a bit.